Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on April 9th, 2023. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update, as well earthquakes, and a look at world weather. Starting out here always with our sun, the last 48 hours, 304 angstroms. We do have an M-class solar flare and a C-class solar flare to talk about. Yesterday we noted the M-class, but there's another strong C-class today, and as well plasma filament eruptions. Pretty active sun right now with two Earth-facing sunspot regions. Look at the last 48 hours incoming. Active M-class solar flare and C-class solar flares here today from that bottom sunspot region, and as well watching on the right-hand side another fast-forming sunspot, the equatorial region. Having a look at the last 48 hours outgoing, we did have quite a CME event on the backside of our sun. Closer look here at sunspot regions with the M-class and the C-class solar flares and that newly forming sunspot equatorial region. We also have Earth-facing coronal holes right now. No major CME has been thwarted our way, but we are expecting a small space weather event from the last couple events, as noted here with Daily Events Worldwide. Having a look at multi-spectrum, pointing out the coronal holes and as well the plasma filament in the northern hemisphere. Going to be keeping an eye on that over the next couple of days as it grows in its size. Amazing images here brought to you by Solar Dynamics Observatory. Having a look at 171 angstroms. This is where we can see the heliosphere in action and all the plasma loops that are dancing around sunspot regions, and as well plasma filaments dancing around the hemispheres. Notable there, those are the two active sunspot regions that we have to deal with right now in an Earth-facing position. Stay safe, stay aware and prepared, and happy Easter, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your long weekend with loved ones. Space weather conditions. There are zero space weather conditions right now. Solar X-ray flux remains in a heightened C range, seeing 3 solar flares, 1 M-class, 1 C-class, and a few more just recently. Geomagnetic activity remains low at a KP2. ISWA space prediction spiral showing a large CME going out towards the Parker Solar Probe. A little look at where Earth is compared to all this activity, and we are expecting some incoming space weather. Real-time solar winds sitting at about 460 kilometers per second, streamlined over the past few hours after being jagged. Geospace magnetosphere for cut planes. This is our pressure on our planet right now. This is how our magnetosphere is holding out. Not too much pressure. LASCO 3 showing the last 48 hours of events taking off from our sun, as we saw a couple CMEs in the northward fashion, and then just recently in the outgoing fashion, pretty large one, and as well that bright star in the left-hand side, that is Mercury, getting ready for a retrograde. Watch for an increase in seismicity when that comes up, as it will be leading 12th into the 14th as a retrograde. So heads up and be ready. Stay aware and prepared. Another close look at the most recent CME. Earthquakes for the past 24 hours. We're still just over 230 earthquakes according to USGS, but we're seeing some increasing activity and interesting activity through India. Just trying to find the largest earthquake the past 24 hours, and it seems to be in India, 5.6 magnitude Nicobar Islands. And we've seen about 5-6 aftershocks in the region since that earthquake struck. 5.3 there in the Federated States of Micronesia. No deep earthquakes to talk about in Fiji. Notable earthquake here for 4.0 off the coast of Oregon, 10-kilometer depth. And as well, no notable earthquakes to talk about through North American plate, no swarms, and no major earthquakes. Increasing seismicity here, Guatemala, as we've seen some eruptive volcanoes over the last little bit. And then we get to Puerto Rico, as we've seen a small increase here, kind of swarming through the Puerto Rico region after seeing a 4.5 earthquake. Many earthquakes have followed since. The southern coast of Puerto Rico. Other than that, not too much to report here. Quick glance at the last 7 days for shakers across the world, as we are still going through a heightened earthquake number time. Over 250 earthquakes, up to 300. It's been ranging the last little bit. Interesting activity here, the Indian plate up into the Arabian plate. And not as much activity as I thought I would see through the mid-Atlantic. And not as much as I thought I would see up into the Cascades in Alaska. Expecting something big here. Having a look here at windy.com, I wanted to share with you the SO2 models. This is all SO2 emissions forecast for the next 3 days from volcanic activity. Notable, some interesting SO2 signatures coming out of Alaska, and as well through Mexico and southwards towards Nicaragua. Overlooking the West Pacific, lots of SO2 coming off of Kamchatka, eastern Russia, and as well the southern Japan from the Swiss and Najima. Solomon Islands, just northeast of Australia. Overlooking Europe and Africa. You can see constant SO2 coming from Nyiragongo and near Miragira in Africa. Now, windy models I wanted to share with you for the next few days as well, as we're seeing some pretty big systems here develop. One for northwestern Australia. Could be a Category 5 hurricane when it makes landfall Wednesday into Thursday. Stay tuned to Daily Do and daily events worldwide, as we'll keep you forecasted on the exact time of arrival and category. Other than that, we've got a huge low pressure system here developing for Alaska, northern BC, next Friday into Sunday. And then watch it smash that high pressure ridge out of the East Pacific. Huge high pressure ridge, the central Atlantic, just south of a massive low pressure system in the North Atlantic. And at the same time, I'm noticing here in the southern hemisphere, huge system, pretty much antipode to where that Atlantic storm is. This is in the southern Pacific. Some massive systems down there versus this one here in the North Atlantic. It is forecast to break up here into multiple low pressure vortices over the next little bit and bring some moisture to Europe, and as well some snowfall towards Greenland. Overlooking North America for moisture models here for the next few days. Lots of moisture for the BC coastline as those low pressure systems coming in from Alaska. Other than that, high pressure will be dominant throughout the week until about next Friday into Saturday, when a Colorado low develops, bringing spotty showers through the states. And then Saturday the 15th into the 19th, that's where things will definitely change, as we've got a big system coming in for Ontario for April 19th into the 20th, and we could even see some snowfall on the backside of this huge low pressure system. Yeah, I know I said it, but if you look in the west, there's also a low pressure system in Alberta that will be bringing some fresh powder to the area. Overlooking Europe, Africa, Central America, no major systems developing except for that monstrous system in the North Atlantic right now And it is, as I said, it is forecast to break up into multiple low pressure systems over the next little bit. Overlooking Australia, here's forecast models for this latest tropical cyclone. Not yet named, but it's still forecasting to make landfall here Wednesday into Thursday, 12th into the 13th, as a possible Category 4 cyclone. Then watch for strong waves and strong winds southeastern Australia, huge high pressure ridge as that low pressure system scoots right across the continent. Crazy days indeed, crazy weather. Much love, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your Easter, and stay blessed. Thank you so much for all of your support and the comments, and I hope you enjoyed a couple days off from daily events. Stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your daily dew. Bye-bye now. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.